California, either state you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. No telling he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
Now I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California. No place like California.
C-A all day. C-A D-M-V-M-I-A all reminds me of C-A. Sean.
Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
The wall didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Luck now on second down. And Stills over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Textbook defense, nowhere to go for the runner. They get there, they make the tackle, play over.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. It's caught still. It's right side. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Gary Kubiak will send in the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And there's a flag on the field. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. To throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Taking it about the 16. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. A big run there by Johnson. 54 yards on the ground. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Shipped together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. Now Whitlock, the fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on 4th down. Luck going to keep it on the sneak. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
You just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. More from Cleveland after this. They'll try the air now with Locke. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On second down, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. Now it's Locke. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, Gary Kubiak will send in the field goal unit here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Penalty marker is down here. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The final shot before the break. Locke finding time. He's going to air one out. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Here we go on 1st and 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run again with Jennings. And some space here. Rashad Jennings, he's all alone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Jennings, 56 yards. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the
an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down and the ball flips end over end slowly, delicately to your running back.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So the call stands. Now they're out of challenges. What do you think about that? Do you wish that they had an unlimited amount?
No, I don't, because if they have unlimited challenges, we will be here all night because every call will get challenged. I like the strategy of determining when is the right time to make the challenge by the head coach.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Johnson shedding the tackler that gives him some room. David Johnson on his way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. David Johnson, 62 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Fake. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready?
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 40 yards on the ground. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A first down carry here for Johnson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there's a flag on the play. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And coming out now, the Broncos. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They come out here in the eye. They go again to the big fullback. This is Whitlock. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll cut it to the right. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. David Johnson, 91 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Williams to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back, because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain at 25 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Jennings. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Robert Woods, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, head on over to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have.
When the night ends, there's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating.
Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.
Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, you come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So
one stealer's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here. This offense is going to run a lot of 22 personnel, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. So this is not a bad idea to go after a good fullback here. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? Two words here: difference maker. That's what that pick right there is.
Where the man says it's gonna rain, the working girl that won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home, be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? It's somebody to get down in the dirty south. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, like that fire. We gonna crank that country.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before.
Get up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you gonna
And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round.
boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Go and get money from head to toe, clean it off, dipping in the swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty south. I'm about to show you.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
We're gonna crank that country. That's that. That's what it Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go.
Listen, about to get dirty.
It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense?
Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty south. I'll show you what it's all about.
Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front?
Listen, about to get dirty. Come on. Nasty.
'cause we've been putting in the work. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my glove. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the work. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilling. Away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Lighting these niggas.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucks are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing, Cook. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now Cook. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
There's a completion.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On the ground, this is Smith. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. We've got a 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this is incomplete. Luck on first down. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Second down, just 1 yard to go. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Off of play action. Luck. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Robert Woods from 19 yards away. And the Bucs Bucks have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Play clock winding down. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. Here's Shane Graham for the extra point. And there's a flag on the field. And that one gives the Bucks a 7-0 lead. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
Don't make me beg.